Waves roll slow under pale moonlight. Sand sinks deep where I choose to stand. Ocean whispers secrets I can't understand. Tide pulls me closer, but I won't move. Stars above seem to judge and approve. Wind howls low like a mournful song. I feel so small, but I'm holding on and on. Alone with the sea where the world falls away. Night swallows time, no words left to say. The waves crash loud, but I hear my own cry. The stars watch silent as I ask the sky why. Footsteps vanish where the tide has swept. Memories linger in the tears I've wept. The horizon burns with a quiet flame, and I shout to the void, but it calls no name. Electric strings sing the ache in my soul. The guitar wails as the waves take control. Every note bends like the curve of the shore. I am drowning in sound, begging for more. Alone with the sea where the world falls away. Night swallows time, no words left to say. The waves crash loud, but I hear my own cry. The stars watch silent as I ask the sky why. Waves whisper soft like a secret untold. Feet sinking deep in the cold wet hold. Sky stretches wide where the stars unfold. Alone with the sea and the stories it holds. Sand shifts beneath where my shadows break. A silent witness to the steps I take. Salt in the air like a wound that aches. The tide pulls away, but the stillness stays. I scream at the stars, they just watch and gleam. Their silent gaze cuts through my dream. The sea answers back with a roar unseen. I am lost in the vast, in the in-between. Electric strings soul. Electric storm inside my chest. Heart beats wild, it won't find rest. The ocean's roar, it answers my fight in this endless void. No wrong, no right. I scream at the ocean, it swallows my cries. The stars only watch, they don't reply. The waves crash louder, they drown out my pain. The sea knows my story but won't explain. I scream at the ocean, it swallows my cries. The stars only watch, they don't reply. The waves crash louder, they drown out my pain. The sea knows my story but won't explain. Feet in the sand, no anchor to hold. Sea whispers secrets of stories untold. Waves curl and crash, they echo my cry. Under the weight of this star-pierced sky, moonlight shatters on the water's edge. Dreams sink deep like a broken pledge. Breath of the ocean, salty and raw. Choking on silence, I see all my Staring out, waves roll slow, break apart. Sea whispers secrets to the quiet dark. Sand cold underfoot like the night in my chest. Stars burning high, mocking dreams I confessed. Moon hangs heavy, a ghost on the rise. Shadows stretch long under infinite skies. I'm a speck in this void, lost and small. The tide pulls me closer, I'm nothing at all. Oh, the sea, it sings, it roars, it cries. Beneath the weight of 1,000 lies, I scream to the stars, but they don't reply. Alone on this shore where my dreams all die. All die. Salt on my lips from the tears and the breeze. Memories crash like the foam on my knees. Your voice is the echo that won't let me go. A haunting refrain in the ocean's flow. Waves rise higher, they carry the pain, drowning the echoes of your name. Electric strings scream like my heart tonight. Solo tears through the endless fight. stars are screaming bright in the void, alone with the sea, the night's destroyed. Why does it hurt? Why does it burn? The tide pulls away, no lessons to learn. The sky doesn't answer, the sea doesn't care. I scream at the silence, nothing is there. Shadows stretch out, whispers ride the breeze. Questions unanswered, lost to the seas. The moon looks down like it knows my name, but keeps its secrets and plays its game. Why does it hurt? Why does it burn? The tide pulls away, no lessons to learn. The sky doesn't answer, the sea doesn't care. I scream at the silence, nothing is there. The stars are like eyes, they pierce my soul. The waves are like hands, they swallow me whole. The night is alive, but I'm still alone. The beach is my prison, the sea is my throne. Why does it hurt? Why does it burn? The tide pulls away, no lessons to learn. The sky doesn't answer, the sea doesn't care. I scream at the silence, nothing is there. Feet sinking deep in the cold, wet sand. The waves crawl close like a lover's hand. Salted whispers, secrets I can't understand. The sea holds truths I'll never command. Stars like scattered diamonds above my head. They watch in silence, the words unsaid. The tide pulls back where my tears have bled. A restless rhythm where the lonely are led. Oh, the sea's got a voice that drowns me whole. a song of sorrow that shakes my soul. It pulls me down where the shadows roll, where the night swallows the parts it stole. Feet sink in sand, cold as stone. Waves whisper secrets no one's known. Stars pierce the dark sky's heavy dome. Alone I stand, my heart a home. Why do the waves always return? Why does the fire inside still burn? Why does the sky keep its endless sprawl? And why do I feel nothing at all? Salt in the air stings my skin. Ocean's depth pulls the soul within. The moon hangs low, watching me spin. Tides of silence drown the din. Why do the waves always return? Why does the fire inside still burn? Why does the sky keep its endless sprawl? And why do I feel nothing at all? Fingers trace lines in the wet earth, each grain of sand a life rebirth. The sea she sighs her mighty girth, crashing echoes endless worth. Fingers trace lines in the wet earth, each grain of sand a life rebirth. The sea she sighs her mighty girth, crashing echoes endless worth. Away. Salt in the air, sky full of fire. Shadows of the night stretch thin and dire. sky. Stars collide, empty heart nowhere to hide. Waves crash soft but speak so loud. Night drapes over like a shroud. Lonely questions scream inside. Why the love had to subside. Staring at the edge of the endless deep. The sea knows secrets I can't keep. Shadows of dreams haunt the tide. In the silence where I confide. The moon watches with a steady glow. Its silver light a tale of woe. Every ripple holds a piece of me, carved into the endless sea. The stars seem closer when you're not here. The wind whispers truths I refuse to hear. Electric storms in my soul collide. Waves of anger crash and divide. Staring at the edge of the endless deep. The sea knows secrets I can't keep. Shadows cold, wet sand. Moon, silver hand guides the land. Breath, tastes of salt and time's decay. Stars whisper words I can't obey. Ocean roars like a distant god, pulling me closer where none have trod. Sky bends low with its endless weight. I ask the sea if it's too late. Why does the sky burn bright then fade? Why does the tide steal what it gave? I scream to the waves, they never reply. Alone with the stars, I ask them why. Wind hums a tune I can barely hear. Faint echoes of dreams drowned in fear. The horizon melts where worlds collide. I stand on the edge of the great divide. Electric strings tear through the night. A solo screams in the dark moonlight. The sea's a stage where chaos plays. Each note a flame that sets skies ablaze. Why does the sky burn bright whispers low. Sky, a canvas, stars they scream, lost in shadows, chasing a dream.